Alright, so in this video I'm going to go through NMAP and its basic uses. This computer already has it installed, so if you go and type in NMAP and hit enter, you can see all of the flags that can be used when running this program. And there's quite a lot of them. You can even see in here there are, like for example, the TCP and UDP scans. Those are the different flags for the different modes that you can use. So there's a lot of things this program can do, but generally speaking, you can get away with just two different commands or versions of this command. So here I have two different types of scans. There's the ping scan, which uses SP as the flag, and then there's the port scan, which uses SS. Both of these require a valid IP address. For example, this would be an IP address for a host, or you could do a range when this would tell it to scan the entire subnet. So you just take that IP address and put it into the placeholder up there. So this right here is the IP address for the central station. So I can take the IP address and put it in place of the placeholder there. So if I go up here and type NMAP SP and the IP address, it will do a ping scan of the central station, and it's come back up saying it's found it. But instead of just pinging a single host, I can ping an entire subnet using just a slight modification of this. And if you've taken networking, you probably can recognize the /24 as being shorthand for this subnet mask. So going back to NMAP, same command as before, just going to change it up a little bit so that it will scan an entire subnet. And you can see here, this is what's currently on the subnet for the central station. So there's this central station itself, which is actually this up here too is the central station. Have the printer, the HP printer, have the cube unit, and it actually also scanned my computer, which this is the IP address for my computer. And it kind of just shows that it does scan the entire subnet. So I can just show right here pretty quickly that this IP address that it scanned is also my IP address for this computer. All right, so I'll just bring up the results for that again. So there's some interesting hosts here, but really the ones that are more complicated are the more tempting targets, especially ones that are usually neglected like printers. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a port scan on this printer. I'm going to use the other form of the command before, which is the NMAP SS and then the IP address of the printer, which is .6, I think. Yeah. This takes a minute to go through all the ports, and then you can see these are the results of what's currently running and open on the printer. So you can see here there's some interesting services. There's port 80 and 443, which are both web services. So this is running its own web server. There's also just the standard print protocols. So to sort of illustrate what NMAP is doing, I'll open up Wireshark and I'll set it to just capture traffic passively. And let's run the same command again. And you can see here, it starts sending out tons of packets to that one IP address. So over 2,000 packets sent to that machine. And you can see most of them were not successful, but a few of them did go through. And those are the ones that NMAP returns as being open. Now, if you want to try this, you can scan your own computer by using the loopback address 127.0.0.1. So So for example here, doing the same thing as above, but I'm going to use the loopback, so it only scans my own computer. And you can see these are some of the services running on my computer.